irate. That's why I expected the Joe being picked up by Geek. Do you think Rrq want to go for something like maybe the Hilda? Do they need information like that? Do they need to scout like that? Because technically the Cho's banned out. Khalid is an option. Other than that, so Khalid and Hilda, I think that can perform the same or similar strategy towards the Cho.
I think they go Khalid, but I'm not a fan of the Hilda. So far the Hildas haven't been too good. They do go for the Gacha, so it's more of the normal route. They're not going to go for the Khalid or Hilda just yet. It could still come through here with the Gatot, but please no Hilda. I don't like Hilda, especially here, because right now Gatot is the sole initiator. You don't like that?
Only I think the only crowd control element, okay, sure, Valentina has a Terrifier, but with the AOG, it definitely can initiate or even like provide cover for their formation. Geek fam, with this Gatot Kacha pick, what will they go for here?
Sand rises when I give the
Clean, taking it away, technically, and also adding more artillery, right? Khalid, Woyi, similar to Jawhead and Loi, similar to Cho and Loi, you can go aggressive level 2.
So for Rrq now, it'll be the Badang. Yeah, I actually expected the Badang for Geek fam, for Gobs, but he has gone for the glue instead. Beloyski, this is pretty similar to the Cho, right? You have a lot of mobility. Survivability with CC, there's Val and Suyo, everybody can CC, so that's a different case, but at least he can escape, he can walk around the map, he's probably going to go for agility and Wilderness Blessing.
So it's going to be more information being able to be given over for the side of Geek. There's so much creativity, but there are layers to it. It's not going to be as clear cut, and there are lots of room for error. So I think it also depends on how Rrq want to execute their composition.
Well, let's find out and witness for Game 1. Land of Dawn, Kingslayers again. Or, as Sujin said, will it be Geek Slayers? Let's watch and witness game numero 1.
100% win rate so far, ladies and gentlemen, for Rrq. And we're thinking if anyone can break that win streak, it should be Geek. Usually Geek takes a while to kind of recharge, not just in the season, but also in the games. But it feels like in 1, they're pulling all the arsenals that they got. Already very aggressive early on to Toy, and this is the exact aggression that we're expecting for Beloyski, who's on the Khalid.
No flicker already for Toy here. Weakness Finder, choice for Makers, Chidera with the QC. Sutsujin not gonna go for the killing spree that we saw from Kyrie on the Suyo. Constant pressure from Beloyski down below. And yep, it is as predicted. Wilderness Blessing and Agility. He just wants to be everywhere on the map. He wants to screen to get the Moskov ahead.
So far, we'll see if it works out. So Tsujin gonna be unable to get that Lethal Wanderer. Other than that, there's a lot of tenacities on the board here for Rrq.
Too much. 3. It's different, by the way, the tenacity now, right? That's the change in the patch. It used to be, when you get low, you get more magic defense and physical defense. Now it's damage reduction, so it's even better, I would say, compared to the previous one. Once you get low, especially up against these, you know, bursty targets, bursty heroes, a boy, Kids, they're going to be able to sustain a lot of the early game, win it out, and then look for the snowball.
Ooh! Goni! Talent prediction by Gopei.
Whoa!
Versus everyone. It's a papulong thing.
Man, I believe in Geek fam, alright? I believe in the Kingslayer moniker, so yeah, you know, perhaps.
You think it's gonna be 2-0 though? Or
hey, I predicted 2-0. I believe it's gonna be 2-0.
That means it's 2-0, Mirko.
I thought it was you know, usually a production error, like a rash.
There you can already see that Rrq are respecting the early game damage potential that Geek fam has, but what's going on here?
A boy with the diversion and towards the bottom side, Toy! No flicker, he falls. Kids says, hey, I don't need turtle, I just want kills.
Wait, Rrq, so they're going to be trading that for Toy's death. So Rrq will be able to get the neutral objective, but
Purple.
The purple will also go down.
It's all the setup for the Moskov. And I understand it, you know, again, when it comes to the early game, I don't really think they're going to be able to contest for the first turtle. They could, but they were already kind of late, and they have a Hanzo. It's not the optimal hero to go for the contest for the first turtle. Maybe second turtle onwards they can go for the contest. Right now, getting Chidera ahead is their main priority. Remember, every time Chidera plays on this Moskov, the gameplay is centered around side control, macro.
Meanwhile, 88% on audience prediction by GoPay. Not surprising. The kingdom is crazy. The kingdom is huge. They were even making emotions here in the MPL arena, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys want to experience atmosphere of MPL ID at its prime, come to an Rrq game. And you will be able to experience it. Bloisky, meanwhile, still looking for information, giving visibility. That's a diversion play.
Oh, goodness make it. A good trap set up by Rrq, and he will fall. Boy, trying to deal damage desperately, but it's not going to be enough just yet. Rrq reclaiming controls. Early Toy, though, will fall the second time this game. So Geek fam, they have a slight compensation. Chidera will not be able to escape, though. Rrq denies the trade. Even Rins with the flicker, aggressive play style shown by the Kings of Kings.
Now it's not so much compensation, right? Because initially you'd feel, okay, great, they're able to take down Toy, despite the diversion play made by Rins, but 2 men down, including Chidera, and if they're banking on Chidera as their sole win condition, it's not off to a great start for Geek.
Nope, not at all. Early on, that 1-for-1 trade turtle for kill was okay. I think it was actually better for them, but here, definitely not worth it. Rrq, man, really well played. They noticed Geek fam are looking for the gold lane always, so they try to match it. They just bullied Makekids who did not get any below pressure. Gobs
though, with immobilization, good stun as well. Rrq, are they okay? Oh, good AOG, but Sutsujin claims the mute again. He will fall though, but Geek fam seems like they want to fight more. Now, with the diversion place, Rrq, they will escape. Edok, isolated and punished. Makekids will grab the extra gold.
So that is a good trade, right? Coming from Geek. 2 for a turtle, and the initial gold lead that Rrq were holding on has completely been taken off the board.
Exactly. So Turtle 2 onwards, we were saying as well, right? When they can contest Turtle 2 onwards. Turtle 1, they have to give. That's why they went for the trade. And Turtle 2, Rrq went for the all-in. They got the turtle. They really didn't need to go for that fight. And they know Makekids is very healthy still. But they decided to take it. So one of the rare miscalculated moments for Rrq here, Dyren.
It's a 1v1. Makekids going up against Dyren. It's going to be Makekids now. Untargetable. But it's going to be Dyren who solo kills Makekids. Oh no, wait. Not yet. There you go. Dyren finds his solo, and that is a killing spree to his name. Geek fam trying to look at the possibilities in the map, but Rrq denying it.
That took him long enough though. Almost really bad for Rrq to lose that pressure into the side lane, but despite Geek losing Makekids, he does still have time to come back into the fray before the next turtle spawns. The problem is Sutsujin has a little bit more time over him in terms of that farm. Now diversion play.
On towards the bottom side! Chidera is not having a good time this past 3 minutes, and Toy will take the first turret in the game.
They have shut Moskov down. Again, through really smart steals from Rin, stealing the diversion away to utilize it as their own. And I gotta give props to this man right here, Mr. Dyren. Wow, 4-0-1. He's carrying Rrq in this game.
Truly is.
He's around them. He's all over.
He's there again, right? I think Gob's trying to put him in his position, but I don't think he can at this point. So Sutsujin already starting the turtle. Buloyski's ready to look for a position. I wonder if our boy's gonna do something about this.
Makekids with the diversion play. Looking for the steal on towards the new. Gets it! Toy though now will be the main priority of Makekids. Not enough damage just yet though. No casualty. Except for the turtle.
Sutsujin didn't use his retribution earlier.
Nope. EOG, good flicker. But they will concede the mid turret, not yet. Good defense by Geek fam. Ooh! SOD does not connect there. And it seems like Makekids might be able to grab a kill. 1 HP. Edok survives barely.
He gets away from dispersion. Oh, I thought they were gonna get an ambush again, but it's just to reposition. Rrq doing so well to read it out. Hey, it's my goat. XPTR, by the way.
Ooh, you're right.
Hello.
7H.
Didn't even age. He hasn't aged a single day since I last saw him.
And it looks like he's restreaming, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to watch from a different viewpoint, you can watch on Stephen Age. He's usually live on YouTube. And is he spicy with his commentary?
Depends on the day, you know. I don't think he's that spicy today. I think he's pretty calm, tame.
All right.
Ooh,
AOG, a boy, no flicker. They realize that and they will punish that. Toy, though, will be the trade. It's going to be Make Kids now. Dealing damage to multiple members. Shadera taking her to her top lane. Now Rrq, can they restabilize? Can they reposition? Suyo gets out. Gobs is able to distract him. Shadera might be able to take another tower if he's greedy.
Looks like he's going for the purple buff instead, but Rins knows what he's up to. Gonna try and stop him, a 1v1.
He has a flicker. Wow. Oh, the SUdah. Will he commit? He will. Good flicker. No, it's not even flicker. Shadera, good calculations to dodge away from the damage.
Oh, that was close.
My goodness.
But it's still a win. It's a big win for Geek fam. They were able to win a 4v5 while Shadera got turrets. He didn't get the turret in the second tier turret, but still half HP down on that turret means that, you know, got a lot of value on that, and he's gonna constantly be pressuring that lane. Rrq, their way to answer the macro is they're gonna be sending Edoc and Toy together up top. But again, this is a temporary solution. There is no permanent solution to the Moskov unless you really pick him off, and that is a stretch really to say that Rrq can, especially with how Beloyski is playing. The Cho, now the Khalid, same playstyle. He's just covering the entrance for Rrq to actually get to the Moskov. And Rrq now, they just have to be decisive. They go for the Lord and they have to commit onto it.
Dobbs, though, is providing information. Christian play. Is this too greedy? I think it's a little bit too late now. Rrq disengaging top lane. It's going to be their main priority. The shadow of Kids will be taken care of. Oh, Vision. Moskov, will he snip this one out? He still has that flicker as Sodi does not land. And Shadera will pin Rins down, but Toy is around, and Toy will toy him to death.
That's the backup that you can expect from Rrq. Very quick. You can see even Rins really pacing it out when it came to that 1v1, and now we know why. It turns out the backup came up really quick, and now without Shadera, they're gonna have to defend this one 4v5.
Really good steals. Oh, hey kids.
Kids here. Damage is enough to take him down. My Kids looking forward to double. Perhaps he will get a Gobsell, will secure it. 2-for-1 Beloy being the only trade, and they need still to take care of that Lord in the bottom side of the map.
Not the best place to initiate a team fight in those tricky areas because a boy will be able to get full value out of it. But all in all, 2-for-1 trade. There's a diversion play though.
Tyron, Toy, and Sutsujin is around though. Shadow is taken care of, so it's another reset. Rrq though, they have bucketed 1,000 gold.
Remember Shadera when he was up against Onyx, game number 1, when Onyx were able to win the game against Geek fam, it was when Shadera got shut down. How? Shadera overextending, staying too long in the side lane, and I think that's what we're seeing right now for Shadera. 2 times he's been caught lacking in the side lane for too long. He needs to know when it's the right time to back off. Make Kids almost went for Rins there. Dyron. Okay, no skirmish, but yeah, he needs to be more clinical with the decision to actually back away. He can't be staying too long, especially because Rins can steal the diversion away.
Are they gonna get the turret? No, it's actually Make It in the back line.
Just poking though. Perhaps trying to bait out a spell or two from the side of Rrq. It's back to just clearing for both teams.
Wind of Nature just bought in for Rrq. That should help him stay alive a little bit longer, especially when Make It goes in.
Okay, back again to the slow game. Rrq, there's no reason for them to keep on shoving away, so they will take it as slow as they can to wait for the Lord. And again, I think they're in a good position to actually just hold. Dyron has immense CC, great PO potential from Edoc as well. So if Make It does want to jump in, as you can see from the last 2 times, he wasn't really able to get into the backline. Toy has been pretty safe with Edoc and Dyron taking the shots, but now
seems like they will pull the trigger first. Beloyski misses. Now Edoc and friends, they would like to counter-engage, and Beloyski in no man's land. He should fall here in the hands of Toy, and Toy gets the killing spree. 3 kills already to his name.
Unfortunate timing for Geek Fam. Now that the Lord is up, they are gonna have to wait a little bit longer if they're waiting for a setup coming from Voloisky. That's 20 seconds on the timer. Meanwhile, RRQ are already very quick with their decision making. Make it.
Yeah, looking for a toy. Now the damage though will not be enough, but Chidera off cam finds one. Edok might be next. Good reposition by Chidera. He survives, and RRQ though, they know, they're fully aware that they will get the Lord.
Great take by RRQ, utilizing again Dyron on the Badang to peel against this Hanzo. Make-Kids, every time he walks up, it's either Edok with a taunt, a revitalize, or Dyron with a big punch back. So Make-Kids has never been able to really, again, target the backline. Toy has been safe, despite the dive of the diversion plus the Hanzo. Let's take a look at the items here. Full 3-item power spike for both Make-Kids and Chidera. He's on the way to a Wind of Nature. He's going to be very, very strong in the side lane once he gets that, because, again, most of the threat from RRQ is physical. Only Rin's can deal magic damage to actually punish diversion though. Hanzo.
Toy is in the area. No flicker for Toy, but the cover is there for the gold laner of RRQ.
They're so quick and they're always so ready. That's what you were talking about.
They gotta be ready. They have to be very, very ready for the Hanzo. If any of these peelers are caught lacking, Toy's just gonna die. But luckily now he has a failsafe. He has a Wind of Nature. So even if they are a bit late now, they can afford to be late.
See here with the Lord marching the top side of the map. UFM AOG fights Chidera. That should seal it. 5v4 with the Lord. Top lane taken care of. Gobs trying to sustain, but the damage will not be enough to take him down. Rins no! Says no! Looking for the kill. Gets Make-Kids, and Gobs finds Rins. Lord still is up here for RRQ as well. Base turret number 3 should fall here soon. Geek Fam, just 2 members, 3 members now defending, as they will have to wait for Chidera the next 10 seconds.
Oh, I don't know. Is it going to be enough? They prioritize the structures. Voloisky's getting caught low.
Yep, he needs to back off. Now, take a look at the minions here. Hold off by Gobs. But now, RRQ, they have enough resources to perhaps find the kill. Diversion alongside Gobs. And the Moscow Chidera! Good stun! But the damage surely will be enough for Sutsujin to be taken care of in RRQ. They run for the hills.
Wow! Geek Fam kept at it for so long, and RRQ, again, a very rare overextension, overstay moment for RRQ that led to a kill, but luckily they were still able to just survive with Toy, survive with most of their members still alive. It's only Sutsujin that got caught there, but it's A-okay. There are no objectives on the board, and so you can see the timing as well from RRQ, right? Even when they decide to make these uncharacteristic mistakes, it's when there's nothing to take. There's no Lord to capitalize on that mistake for Geek Fam. There are no turrets to take as well, because RRQ are just back to their template formation, which is hold in mid, rotate around for Edok to open up the space. And again, they've effectively denied the Moskov here without denying the pick.
All in all, it was a huge victory, right? All 3 structures taken down, so around this Lord, it should favor RRQ. We see that Chidera has been set to kind of handle that. And RRQ understand this. They might even blitz this down. Should be no contest, but that's a diversion play.
Yeah, with alongside Voloisky, who finds Toy. The damage though, not yet enough to take him down. Now it's actually going to be Sutsujin, who's going to be the first casualty alongside a boy. Now Gobs trying to provide the peel, trying to sandbag for the team is Rins, Dyron here. Trying to position and counter engage. That's Gobs mounting Edok though. So that's going to be the tank. The Gatot Kacha, will it be enough? No, not just yet. Good taunt. Seems like they will eye Gobs first. As the Lord now will be the main priority of Geek Fam, as their jungler of RRQ is still MIA. Make-Kids receiving a lot of damage. Voloisky loses immortality, but Chidera will be the main casualty. Make-Kids now is very slow. Edok Dyron, Toy is on him. And that's a Maniac from Toy. The Kings of Kings. They have wiped Geek Fam out, but now it's only a boy who is left standing towards their space. No flicker AOG. That's going to be a good taunt, and a boy will will not be able to defend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings of Kings, they strike first in this best of 3.
Impeccable decision making by Rrq in those final moments. And it was very unfortunate. Those structures being unavailable for Geek automatically allowed the minions to push in favor of Rrq. So Make It was kind of struggling